All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning note. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me today and every Monday or every day, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when the markets are open. Before we begin, make sure to click bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo. Click that. Subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, like our videos. Really do appreciate it. Any questions, please ask on the comment section. Here to help as always. Welcome aboard. I don't even know how many episodes we've done in the morning note, but again, it's so fun to do. Answer your questions every day. Market changes every day, so we always have to report what's going on. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Dow futures are up 98 points. They were up higher overnight. NASDAQ up 81 points, leading the way of the indices, up 0.55%. S&P futures up 0.40%, 43.61. Russell 2000 futures up 0.5%, 22.37. Yields right now are down about 1% at 1.518. The dollar is up a quarter point, $94. That's the handle it broke. Putting a little bit of pressure on stocks, obviously. VIX is down 2.5% at 22.66, something to watch for. Crude oil is down 0.64%, 74.81 a barrel. Gold futures are slightly up, 17.38 an ounce. 22.13 for silver futures, down 1.5%. Per ounce. Euro dollar is down at 116.45 at 116.45, down 38 pips. Dollar yen is up 5 pips, 111.56 for my forex people. Crypto is up even though the dollar's up. Ethereum testing 3,000, 29.20. Bitcoin futures at 42,130. So that's where we are. Bonds are getting bid. That's why yields are falling slightly. That's what we got so far this morning. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this technical bounce that we're in. So again, I've been tweeting about E-mini futures, guys. Very important to follow the Twitter. If you're interested, follow us on Twitter. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and give you our info on Twitter here. You can see here, macro market, stocks, options, commodities, crypto, news, and analysis. Tweets are not endorsements nor investment advice. At G.A.R Capital, I post charts I'm looking at, what's happening, what's new, headlines. Very, very important to follow. I love Instagram, don't get me wrong, but again, sometimes you don't get everything up to the minute. Twitter is the best way to go. Turn on notifications, and you'll be up to date. So taking a look here, again, E-mini futures, we have this downward channel on the hourly. Very, very important. And you could see that we did break below, and then we didn't tap that support at around 43.20. But what we did tap is the support of the 100-day moving average. And you could see that we did tap and we bounced. So that 100-day moving average on the daily on E-mini futures made us go by SPY calls yesterday, and we actually caught 40% within a couple of minutes, which was very nice. By mistake, I filled the wrong one, personally. I bought the 435s for today expiry, and I'll probably take that this morning. I mean, sometimes it just happens instead of the 436s, so idiot me, but still the deal was done. So again, nice little bounce there on E-mini futures. We're still not out of the woods yet. Why are we not out of the woods yet? Because again, out of this downward channel, to break out of that channel, we need to get to 43.80. Guess what we rejected this morning? 43.80. So 43.80 is very, very key here if we can take that. If we do break 43.80, I do believe that we should settle around 4,400 by the end of the day. But again, 43.80 is very key. If not, really your range right now is right around 43.72 to around 43.20. So around 50 handles on E-mini futures currently. Again, you still have a little more downside if we're staying within this channel. Again, the dollar index is not helping matters. Remember, a more expensive dollar does hurt multinational companies because they do have to import their profits from overseas. Again, foreign exchange issues, back and forth, back and forth. One little part regarding futures, I think a lot of people get a misconception about futures. Futures are important, obviously. If you trade it, we do trade it as well. But again, if you're an equities investor or you're an options trader, for example, futures are really just a trailer of a movie. Think of that. I mean, have you ever seen a really good trailer of a movie and the movie is terrible, or a trailer that makes no fucking sense and the movie's incredible? That's what futures are. Futures are just a movie trailer for 9:30. So again, I'm looking at futures, they're up, but again, for all we know, they could fall. For all we know, they could soar. So again, it's very difficult to go by that. Again, futures are a movie trailer. Think of it that way. Makes a lot more sense when you make the analogies. Let's go to the NASDAQ and why we bounced here. Technical support, again, I posted that 1 hour chart right here. You see this channel here, kind of a megaphone downward here. 147.32 was support. We got to 147.40. We bounced, we capped 14.9, and then we fell another 70 points. Again, still within this range. How to get out of this range is really 15.4, and that's probably your best bet. 15.4 right around here breaks us out of this range. So again, NASDAQ has a lot more room to the upside if we're expecting a bounce, but as of right now, we're just in the channel. A break of 15,139 would be nice. That's your 100-day. But if we look at the daily, you could see what do we see here? Again, kind of testing that 100-day moving average. Again, not saying that we can get there. I'm not saying that we couldn't break that. But again, the moving averages on the daily do help kind of give us a roadmap. Yellow means 50. Again, you have any preference that you want with regards to color. I put yellow for the 50-day, 100 for blue, and 200 for the red. So you can see that we were looking like we were going to test the 100-day, and we did not. So that's where we are. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers this morning. Pre-market movers. Let's see it. Pre-market movers this morning. Naked brand up 1.5%. I've been seeing that a couple of days now. Lucid Group, the electric luxury car, they're going to be delivering their first automobiles, I believe, in October off the line, up 7% pre-market. Apple's up pre-market. Walgreens, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Boeing, Intel, JP Morgan's flat right now. Salesforce.com, again, bouncing from yesterday's sell-off or fall. Micron's down 3.32% after earnings. Ford is up green. Nvidia's up. Dollar Tree reported that they're going to have more buybacks than previously reported. They're up 6.34%. Pfizer down up 0.37%. Carnival is up about 1% as well. So really the only thing that stands out that's red is really Micron. I mean, that was an earnings deal. So that's where we are currently. Let's look at yields real quick, and then I'll answer some questions. Again, the U.S. 10-year yields, again, moves inversely with bond prices. 1.594 is your really, really big resistance there on your daily. Again, I still believe the yields are going to continue to go higher. 1.567 is the high on the 1-hour chart. Again, we have a gap to fill right around 1.486. I still think we continue to the upside. So again, my target in the short term is 1.594. We could probably get to 1.7 and then kind of go sideways for a little bit. I don't expect 2% this year at all. But again, that's where we are in returns yields. And of course, the dollar, very, very important. Let's take a look at the dollar. We talked about that here in a little bit. You can see it's breaking out on the hourly $94 handle. But again, if you look at a 3-week, you can see that we're starting to hit slight resistance. The 100-day moving average on the 3-year chart, the actual resistance, or the 100-day moving average is 94.32. So really 94.46 would be the level that I think that will kind of take a little bit of pull the gas out. So again, when people talk about inflation, if we really had runaway inflation, the dollar would be a lot weaker, and we're not there. So you can see the dollar is starting to gain. I mean, it's world's reserve currency. It is a flight to safety, raising cash, obviously. But again, if you had some runaway inflation, think of Zimbabwe and the Weimar Republic in the 30s and the 20s. That's just not the case here with the American dollar. Again, guys, a lot of people have talked about debt ceiling and everything. Guys, it's political theater. It's what it is. Both sides just can't agree. What else is new? I mean, this is nothing new. 2011, yes, we were close to default, close. And then we had a bull market for 9 years until COVID hit. I mean, what are we talking about here? It'll get fixed one way or another. I mean, there's no way America's in default on its debts. And I think a lot of people kind of get it backwards that with the debt, that is kind of like your household debt. I mean, it's not the same thing. We print the money. The United States prints the money in order to pay back their debt. Remember, the U.S. debt is denominated in dollars. Guess what we print? Dollars. Wouldn't it be nice for you to create your own money and you pay your own debts with your own money? That'd be nice. But that's just the reality of where we are in a society or this country. But that's just what it is. But debt is absolutely necessary for the United States. You can't have zero debt in the United States. It's just not. Modern money mechanics shows that you just can't have debt. Debt is money and money is debt. Every dollar created is owed to you or owed to someone. It's just the reality of it. So that's really the key in regards to the debt. I mean, the debt can go to quadrillion and it wouldn't matter, to be completely honest. The only thing that's important is that, can the U.S. sell their debt with bonds? Will there be a buyer for these bonds? Will the United States still be the world's reserve currency? And how do you become the world's reserve currency? By having the strongest freaking military on planet Earth, where you can just hold everyone hostage if you want, if you wanted to. So again, no matter what, someone's going to take dollars. I can't go to 7-Eleven and buy, a 6-pack of beer with yen. I'm sorry. And yen is safe, but they're not going to accept yen. And I know a lot of people say Bitcoin, and I get it. Again, I'm a Bitcoin holder, but the dollar is still king. It's just the reality of it. Good morning. All right, guys. Good morning. I know a little bit of a sidebar there. All right. Good morning. Thoughts on BA 250 calls 3 weeks out. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to go and expand my chart here. You said the 250s. Okay, that's pretty bullish. I would wait for this break of this right here, 229.81, before I would do the 250s. 250s is really out there, so I'd wait on that. Good morning, Greg. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thoughts on AMD 105 calls 3 weeks out? We're at 102.34 right now. 99 is your support. Let's take a look at the hourly so we get a little bit of pre-market action. I don't see any reason why we'd want to go 105s here. Again, I'm pretty sure you want to talk about buying dip, but I wouldn't do that here. No, AMD is not a good one here. Tesla and Amazon. Tesla's been on fire. Kathy Wood sold her Tesla share. A lot of people don't understand that with her fund, with ARK, she cannot be, I believe, more than 11% of her holdings in any stock. She owns a lot of Tesla. Tesla has been on fire. You're talking about in about, what, a week from 722 to around 800, 799. They have to close it and take profits. Does it mean she does not believe in Tesla? No, I don't think that she doesn't believe in it. Again, taking profits is fine. Again, she has fund holders. She has clients. She has to do what's best for the clients. If she sells her stock, it doesn't mean she doesn't like it. It just means that sometimes you just got to take profit based on the rules that she set or the company has set for her fund. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on her selling Tesla. If she sold all of it, yes, then that'd be worrisome. But for the most part, I don't think it's something to worry about. So that's a headline that came up, just a heads up. But Tesla right now, again, it's just retesting the 50-day moving average. It's still a breakout here on the 1 hour, still above 762. 722 is your support. Again, Tesla is fine. Again, the premiums are just very, very expensive. I wouldn't trade it for this week, obviously. But if you want to take a look for next week, I'm still bullish on the name, absolutely. Let's see. Amazon. Let's see it. Amazon. Amazon, another expensive name in regards to trading, and you're basically just within range. So again, we're right around 33.32. Your 32.94 is your 200-day. The level to buy is 31.36. So right here, there's nothing to do. I would just not trade it whatsoever. I mean, unless you're planning to scalp, which can be very expensive, I would skip Amazon. Looks like a dead cat on the market. Will we break the lows yesterday? Well, that's a really good question. In regards to the lows, again, is this a dead cat bounce? I think what we got for the most part is that we just got technical support hit, and then all the shorts just closed. Now, again, looking at futures, again, we were talking about kind of being a trailer of the market, right? A trailer, movie trailer. Looking at it here, guys, all we are is within range. We're just within this channel. That's really all it's doing. NASDAQ, again, you could see kind of a pullback a little bit. Obviously, the dollar being up, VIX is starting to creep up a little bit. But again, anything below 20 on VIX is a good sign. I'm looking at 43.80 to break on E-mini futures before we start breaking down any lows around 43.20, in my opinion. I think it's kind of like last week where we got a big fall and then we got a bounce as the shorts got squeezed. So that's where I'm assuming. Again, if we're starting to get to the point where everyone is very, very fearful, there's a lot of bears out there, and a lot of pessimism, that's where you start getting capitulation. I don't think we're there yet, obviously. But that 100-day moving average on ES on the daily is a very, very crucial level, and it's been tested and it's been bouncing. Does that mean it will bounce forever? That remains to be seen. But right now, I mean, I can't call it a dead cat bounce when we haven't opened yet. But I think 43.80 is more than likely than 4,200, for example. Can you take a look at Yeti? Good price to add a long position. Let's take a look at Yeti. I like Yeti. I have their cups. They're pretty cool. I've heard great things about the company. I know a lot of shareholders of it. Looking at Yeti here, 84.16 is your 200-day moving average. Not a bad idea if you want to go ahead and buy some more. I have an alert right at $43, maybe for some really discount shopping. Remember, it was $44 last October, so why not, right? Again, if you like Yeti, 84.17 is not a bad way to play it. To buy it, 65 would be your next support level down. You can see this consolidation here from January to April. It's called beginning of April for that first quarter. And until then, we had a breakout, consolidation, breakout, breakdown. Looks like it'll retest the consolidation level from the summer, April through July. April's not summer month, but again, 84.17 would be something to look at. What's the S&P P&L for this month? I don't know what you mean by S&P P&L. The S&P 500 doesn't have a P&L. If you're talking about the gains for the month, I think S&P is red for the month of September. Options or futures, that really depends on you. If you're somebody that likes to trade Forex, futures are better. If you just liked working from 9 to 4:30, 9:30 to 4, it's options. Expecting fireworks today, that's again another one that's tough to say. I think we're just kind of just range bound, to be honest with you, on E-mini futures. I mean, we got to see how we open. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a relief bounce, break above 43.80. That's what I'm expecting today. Maybe run out of gas around 4,400 and kind of stay between 4,400 and 43.80. That's what I expect today, to be honest. Should we be worried the debt limit is not raised in May, October? Hey, it's going to be raised one way or another. There's no way that Congress is going to shut down the government and then them not get paid, especially during a pandemic, especially when next year is an election season, election cycle. So I highly doubt they would allow that to the government shut down and everything like that. You have a bipartisan support from Treasury secretaries from the past who are urging the debt limit to be increased. So again, I think at the end of the day, it will get increased. Nothing has really changed. Again, we've seen the same thing in 2011, and it's the same stuff. Tax and spend, tax and spend, tax and spend. And again, it's more of just political pissing contest. This is what it is. Thoughts on Palantir and levels. Palantir is a great company. I own it. Let's see it. You can see Palantir came back down. It's a wonky one to trade, obviously. Again, remember we traded that 1 hour breakout. We got a daily breakout. We got it back. Now it's retesting that 200-day around 24.97. I'm waiting for a level of 21.12. If that breaks, I'll go ahead and buy some more. I love Palantir. NVIDIA is a great company. I own it, obviously. NVIDIA is breaking down below the 50-day moving average. It did bounce, obviously, on the daily. So again, if you're looking to buy some more, sub 200 is not a bad idea. 192.41 is not a bad idea. I think they're a great company long term. You own it. Own it. I wouldn't even trade it. Just keep that thing. Where can we buy the shirt, boss? Oh, this was actually made by my good buddy Adrian. He had a t-shirt printing company, so he just made this for me as a gift. Really good friend of mine. I've known him since I was 5 years old. This is not for sale. This is just one of one. And I think at the store, Shopify, I'm trying to make a crypto shirt. The crypto weekends are for crypto. I'm trying to get with the supplier to get it done. I just have to get the style done. I'm very picky. But if you like these kind of baseball shirts with the G.A.R Capital, life's all about options, let me go ahead and get with my buddy Adrian and see if he's still doing it. If not, then I'll go ahead and see if the Shopify store can knock that out and see if we can get a couple of shirts out to you guys. But yeah, it's a cool one. I mean, it's a nice one. It's very chill. But thank you. It's thoughts on Square. Let's see it. Yeah, Square, I had calls. It's a nice bounce this morning, going from 242 to 246. So let's take a look at the hourly. Again, a nice bounce. There's a gap to fill the downside. We need to get to 253.41. That's basically it. And again, it's all going to be based on how's the NASDAQ going to do today. Is the NASDAQ going to bounce? Square is part of the NASDAQ. Tech companies, we know the drill. So it really is based on indices right now. Good morning, Carlos. I saw that JPM sold 45,000 SPX 43 calls. Then in June, end of quarter coming soon. We should probably expect ES lower before higher. Sure. I mean, if they sold calls, that totally makes sense. 44.30 is a little high. So again, they're giving themselves some room. You're talking about nearly 80 points from where we are currently. And remember, they're selling stock. If they're selling calls, that means you're taking a short position. That totally makes sense, right? I mean, 44.30 by when? They sold 43 calls by the end of June. Okay, so they already sold those. So again, that could be already done. Again, all I'm seeing here, guys, is just a downward trajectory in a channel, and nothing has really changed. We almost broke yesterday. Well, not almost, but close. And NASDAQ almost closed, and we just bounced. It was a technical bounce right now. Yes, ugliest day in the market for the Dow, I think, since June. I think it was June or January or something like that. But again, these are ebb and flows. We have seasonality. We have debt ceiling talk. We still have the pandemic. I know it's a lot of stuff going on. Pick your headline. You know, I said that yesterday. There's always a headline somewhere. But the savvy investors who look at the totality of the market and sees how things go and things how it really move. Guys, stocks don't go up every single day. That's just reality. And we know stocks sell faster than stocks do rise. That's just what it is. If you're a trader, yes, you're looking at day-to-day fluctuations. If you're an investor, who gives a shit? All you're looking at is just to do dollar cost averaging long term. So you're basically on easy mode. But at the end of the day, what is really moving this market today? The dollar right now is up at 94.02 handle. Yields are coming back down slightly, 1.15. The VIX is down, obviously. Technical bounces, but we're fading a little bit. We're fading from the highs overnight. So nothing has really changed. Again, the channel is where we are. Again, we could tap 43.20. My prediction or my guess is 43.80s more than likely. That's only 27, 26 handles away from where we are. A couple of red candles as we get closer to the market open. Let's see what we get. At the end of the day, I mean, all we can do is react. Predicting is difficult, so it's all about reaction at the end of the day. So we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. I actually had one more question. I can tag you in threads if interested. I don't know what threads are. Ulta to add shares. I want to try to answer everyone's question as I can. Ulta is a great company. I do like it. I owned it and I sold it. I sold it for some profit. I want to get more in my core holdings. Ulta's fine. Again, makeup is still a big deal in the world, obviously, regardless of where we are in a pandemic. Women still need makeup. If you're looking to buy, I would say, 350 doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's your 100-day moving average on the daily. And then how bullish are you right now? I'm still bullish, absolutely. I still think 4,800 in S&P is coming. I still believe 100,000 on Bitcoin is coming. I know when, things are kind of choppy, it's kind of hard to see the future or kind of still stay bullish, and I understand. But again, guys, we were bullish during the pandemic. We were buying stocks in March in 2020. We were bullish, obviously, last year. I mean, January, I think it was 4,000 S&P by August. We're way above that. So again, guys, it's all about kind of understanding the intricacies of the market. We just got out of a recession, the COVID recession in 2020. To have a back-to-back recession or back-to-back stock market crashes is extremely rare, extremely rare. So I understand that it may sell newspaper headlines, it may sell podcasts, it may sell flashing warning signs that the world's ending, and I get it. But we're not going to lie to you and say, yes, the world's ending, because it just isn't. If the world was ending, we would just say that. I would sell everything and just live on an island, but that's not the case. I mean, I hate to break it to everybody who's bored, but the world is not ending, and no, yes, the stock market is still bullish. We're in the beginning legs of a bull market. Talk to me in 5 years, and you'll see where the market is. In 5 years, we may be at 5,300 for all we know, and I wouldn't be surprised if we are then. So we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day. GARCapitalFX.com. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for all updated news and analysis. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.